Hi, third graders. Today we are going to review for our Chapter 3 test. Now, for our Chapter 3 test, you will be taking that on Thursday. If you're in A group, you'll be taking that at school. And if you're in B group, you will be taking your chapter test on Friday. Okay, so we have 2 days of review. We have today and tomorrow of review, and then we'll take our test when you come to class on Thursday or Friday. So I would like for you to get out your big math workbook. For my class, you have a packet, so get out that packet, and please turn to page 127. And when you're ready to go, and once you are on page 127, you can resume this video. All right, now that we're ready to go, we are actually just going to skip problems 1 through 4. We're not going to do it. I'm just going to draw one little simple X there, cross it off. All right, so starting at number 5, it says, write a multiplication sentence for the model. The model means the picture. Then use the commutative property of multiplication to write a related multiplication sentence. So it wants us to first write the multiplication sentence that the picture is showing. Okay, so these are arrays. So we have to circle the groups in the arrays. Okay, so I see here that we have one group of 3 there and one group of 3 here. So how many groups do I have in this picture? 2 groups, right? 1, 2. 2 groups of, well, how many are in each group? How many squares are in each group? 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 squares in each group. So 2 groups of 3. How many in all? Well, for this, you would add 3 plus 3. And we know that is 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6. The related fact, using the commutative property of multiplication, just means that they want you to flip-flop these and go to 3 times 2 equals 6. Remember, you should be following along, so please make sure you have this written down on your paper. Okay, number 6. We have to find out how many groups. Now, some of you will be able to count how many groups without having to actually circle every group, right? You can just see that this is one row, that's one group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and 4 groups. But if you are somebody that likes to circle the groups like me, then you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 groups. That number always comes first in a multiplication sentence. The number of groups always comes first. 4 groups of, how many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 squares in each group, so 4 times 6. So what would that be? How many tiles in all? For this, we would do our repeated addition. We would do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, and you can also skip count by 6. So I want you to figure out how many tiles there would be in all, and then resume the video. All right, so if you got 24, then you have the right answer, because it would go 6, 12, 18, 24. 4 times 6 is 24. And then the related multiplication fact using the flip-flop property, which is also the commutative property, would be 6 times 4 also equals 24. Okay, number 7. I'm going to circle my groups. I have 1 group, 2 groups, and 3 groups. So I have 3 groups. And there is 5 squares in each group. 3 times 5. For this, I would do 5 plus 5 plus 5, right? Because we have 3 groups of 5, so we have to add 5 3 times. And you can also skip count by 5s and go 5, 10, 15. So we know that 15 is how many there are in all. And the related multiplication fact using the commutative property of multiplication would be these numbers flip-flopped. So what do you think it would be? It would be 5 times 3 equals 15. Now, do you think that the picture would look different for 5 times 3? Yes, it would. We would have 5 rows of 3. It would look a little bit different. It would actually be 5 rows of 3 like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here's my 5 groups of 3. Do you see how this array looks different than this one? That is because the numbers flip-flopped. However, you still have the same amount of tiles. All right, now for questions 8 through 15, all we have to do is find the product of these for these questions. So if you need to take out a blank piece of paper, a blank notebook piece of paper like this, or if you have a whiteboard at home, you can solve these problems on your own, okay? So for like 5 times 2, I would do 5 groups of 2. If I don't know what 5 times 2 is off the top of my head, then I would do 5 groups, and I would put 2 in each group. And then I would see how many x's I have all together. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And then I could skip count. I could say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 groups of 2 is 10 objects altogether. So I would like for you to do questions 9 now through 15 by yourself. You can draw pictures like this on a blank piece of paper if you need to, or your whiteboard if you have one. And then I would like for you to resume this video and we'll go over the answers. All right, now that you have your answers all filled out, I'm just going to tell you the answers and we'll see if you got them correct. So 4 times 28, I just said the answer. 4 times 7 is 28. That also means that 7 times 4 is 28, right? 8 times 1, well, any number times 1 is just that same number, so that would be 8. 11, 2 times 0. Well, I know that any number multiplied by 0 is going to be 0. Number 12, 2 times 1 is 2. 13, 5 times 0 is 0. 9 times 6. Now, that was probably a little bit of a tricky one for you, and you probably had to draw a picture for that, and you should have got 54. So if you have 9 groups of 6, you have 54 in all. You can also skip count by 6. 9 groups of 6 would be 6 plus 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 6. And you can skip count. So that one is a little bit of a trickier one. And then number 15, 7 times 3 is 21. All right. Hopefully you got all those answers correct. If you didn't and you didn't draw pictures, then that's probably why. So you really need to draw pictures, and you will definitely be able to do that on the test as well if you have a problem that you don't know. Drawing pictures like this one are extremely helpful when you are learning your multiplication facts. All right. So that is all we are going to do today for our review, and we will do the rest of our review tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.